Hi everyone, welcome to Radiance Bath and Candles. My name is Jordan, and on today's video I am going to be explaining how to use a soap calculator. When I first started making soap, a soap calculator seemed a little overwhelming and a bit intimidating. So I hope this video can help someone out there who's in the same position that I once was in. I like to use soapmakingfriend.com. You can log on and make an account and it will save all the recipes for you, and you can make them public or private, and it does share other people's recipes with you, which is really cool. Or you can use soapcalc.net. In box 1, this is where you choose what you're going to be using. You can do hybrid, liquid, solid. We are going to be sticking with solid soap using lye NaOH. In box 2, this is where you get your recipe units of measure. So most recipes give in percentages or ounces from what I've noticed. So I like to use percentages or ounces, but mostly I use percentages. When it comes to oil total, I typically use ounces here, but for demonstration purposes today, we're going to keep it at grams. Now, if you need to resize your recipe to fit your mold and you don't know that, you can select that and you can enter in the dimensions here, and it should give you the correct size to fit that mold, which I think is a great add-on. Now, when we get to box 3, this is the amount of liquid in a recipe. I typically use box 1 or box 3. I mostly always use box 3. I always like to change my percent anywhere from 28 to 30. I like to stick at 30. This, to dissolve lye, you at least need a 1-to-1 ratio. So that is what you at least need for that. We do a 1-to-1 solution when you typically want to add in other liquids later on, such as coffee or milk, anything like that. That's when we typically do a 1-to-1 lye ratio. In box 4, we're going to do a superfat. Superfat are oils that remain unsaponified. It's basically a little extra fat in your soap. I like to explain it that it's basically a percent of your fats that doesn't turn into soap, but it also does not contain any more lye. In cold processed soaps, the only way to determine which fats remain is not possible, but you can do that in hot process. So we're just going to keep our super fat at 5%. It all depends on the recipe. You can typically go up to 30%. I stay around 5 to 8 normally. Now, when it comes time to select your oils, let's just go through and pick a couple out. We're just going to guess here, kind of select one. We're going to do, let's do 10% castor. Let's kind of do a high castor oil. Let's do our coconut oil. We'll do 20. We'll scroll back up here. What else can we find? Let's do lard. We'll do a lard. Let's do 25 lard. All right, and we'll go back up and continue searching through our fats and butters and oils. There's my olive oil. What do I want to do? 40. And then we will go down and we'll find one last little one to use. Let's do a butter. Let's do shea. We'll add in some shea butter here and 5%. All right, so there's your recipe. So this box I really like. This is another part that I really enjoy. You can select your additives. So say we want to add coffee grounds. You add in 1 tablespoon per pound. You can add it at trace, add with the fats, or add in the liquid. Add new. I think that's really cool. So we can save it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Then When you get to box 7, this really relies on your fragrance supplier. Basically, it always is recommended at 3%, but always go with what your supplier tells you to use. You can add the name here, any notes if you want. And then there's a box for the image, which I think is really, really cool. And then you're going to scroll over and it gives you all the results right over here. So there's our 100% and our 500 grams. There's our custom additives that we added. And then here's all of our results right here. And the one thing I love about this website is it gives you the recipe properties. Soapcalc.net does this too. But this website gives you the little graph, which I really like being able to see like what range I am. So we're kind of low on our longevity. We should be at 25 and it's at 22. So I kind of like that it shows you that the properties and the fatty acid properties. But yeah, that is soap making, friend, and that's really all it is to the soap calculator. It's definitely a lot easier once you kind of understand everything. Okay, so when you go to print out your recipe, it should look like this. This is where you will find the liquid required. We need 150 grams of water. And then we need 66.95 grams of lye. And then all of our other olive oil, 175, all equaled up to 500 grams. So that is soap making, friend. If you want to see a video on soapcalc.net or any other soap calculator, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.